So Disney's doing it again. More Gina Carano content is being erased. From Funko Pops to figures to the merchandise to hurting the Mandalorian. They just don't seem to care. Now they're going to their other content where she was featured and they're taking that down. So you can see from the title here, Disney shelves upcoming episode of Running Wild with Bear Grylls featuring Gina Carano. Now, I'm sure I'm saying his last name wrong. I've never watched this show, but I'm familiar with it. It's called Running Wild. It's on the Discovery Channel, and it's basically a survival show. This guy goes out into nature and tries to survive. I've seen the clips of him eating bugs and stuff. It's really gross. Gina Carano was going to appear in episode 6 of this show this year or this season or whatever. And from what I understand, it's already filmed. It's already been made, and I think some people have seen it. It's gone now. It's been pulled. It's not on Disney Plus. It's not on the Discovery Channel. Other streaming services that I guess have it have pulled the episode. It's no longer listed. Bounding into Comics here has several things. You can go ahead and pause the screen if you want, where they show like the episode has been pulled, which is kind of messed up. Here's Gina right here. This is a tweet from January 2nd, 2021. One of the best experiences of my life was hanging out with this guy. Now you see her with Bear right there, and it's gone. So they're just going to pull that episode so you can't see it. It's crazy how far they're going. They're practically trying to deperson her. I don't think they own Fast and the Furious, so they can't take her out of that. But what are they going to do with Deadpool? They do own that. Are they going to take her out of the Deadpool movie? I don't even know anymore. This is insane. Are they going to digitally remove her from The Mandalorian? Because at this point, it kind of seems like they might. They're literally going through whatever they've got and making sure to deperson her. This is so obvious to me that they're just going around. They're trying to do their best to make people forget about her, because the backlash has been so severe from them firing her. I don't think they know really what to do. I don't think they were expecting this at all. They really weren't expecting this. And you kind of get what you deserve here, Disney. You know, you shouldn't have let her go. It was a dumb move. It was incredibly stupid. Trying to bend the knee to a bunch of weirdos on Twitter, and now you're kind of paying the price. But, man, it doesn't get any more ridiculous than this. And then this drops. Check this out. George Lucas restates that Disney's Star Wars is not his Star Wars, which is pretty funny to always see when this happens, because George is like one of the largest single shareholders for Disney stock. I think he's got something like $10 billion worth of Disney stock. I could be wrong, but I do know he took. So I was reading a breakdown of how much he owns in Disney the other day, and this is largely because when he sold Star Wars, he took half cash, half stock. And the way it's kind of changed over the years since he sold Star Wars, it's ended up like increasing for him, and it's made him like even more of a richer man. But he doesn't care. He still speaks his mind. He doesn't seem to give an AF, if you know what I'm saying. And he's constantly kind of dissing Disney Star Wars. The biggest diss, if you remember, and I don't know if he wasn't invited or he just didn't show, was when he didn't show up to the Disney red carpet for Rise of Skywalker, which was pretty telling. But then he was hanging out on the Mandalorian set. Pretty telling. Pretty telling, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, like, here he is again saying, like, yeah, you know, you want to enjoy the original 6? Those are my movies. These Disney trilogy movies, those aren't mine. Those are moving further away than my vision. Okay, I don't know what that trash is. Those are fan fiction. The other 6, those are my movies. So this happened during a Zoom call with his wife, and they were talking to a bunch of middle schoolers. And here is what he said. A 7th grader named Jeremiah asked, "The world has changed so much since the first Star Wars movie. How do you think the changes in the fight for racial justice will impact the Star Wars universe going forward? Lucas responds with, I don't know, I mean, I kind of lost control of Star Wars, so it's going off in a different path than what I intended. But the first 6 are very much mine and my philosophy. He continues, I think that philosophy sort of goes beyond any particular time because it's based in history, it's based on philosophy, it's based on my things. According to Lucas, in Star Wars, aliens and humans come in all shapes and colors and are not discriminated against, but droids are. With not outright slamming Disney and Lucasfilm's treatment of Star Wars as he has in the past, Lucas doesn't seem particularly happy with its direction nonetheless. And that's kind of the big highlight there. And it's true. There was always a big diverse background with aliens and other species in his Star Wars universe. And then Disney comes in and they make it all about social problems on Earth. And they totally lost their way. I mean, just look at, and they're hypocrites too. I always like to point to that poster where for The Force Awakens in China, but they were celebrating Finn recently. They're such hypocrites. And they really kind of have ran it into the ground. And it's nice to see that George is slyly just throwing shade, saying, look, those aren't my movies, okay? You want to enjoy the first 6? That's Star Wars. This new crap is garbage. This is not a good statement for Disney to have made about them, though it's not as harsh as before. Of course, the most harsh criticism he ever laid down on them is when he called them white slavers. That was a real thing. You can tell the man's upset with what they're doing with Star Wars. And it's not just him. Star Wars fans in general are upset with the way Star Wars has been treated, but there's really nothing we can do about it. And as long as Bob Chapek is praising Kathleen Kennedy and saying she's going to be running Lucasfilm for years to come, I don't see anything changing. I don't see this franchise turning around. I don't see things getting any better. And I think that Disney is just willing to let this be ran into the ground. I don't know why. They're at a time where they need money more than anything, but, I don't even know, man. I don't know what they're going to do. It's sad to see, but it is what it is. Here's George saying Disney Star Wars basically sucks. It's not my vision. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.